Hey Colorado Springs, this is Jax, and here's why you should give a about Caucus and Assembly 2026. In America, our electoral process actually encourages voters to be involved all year long, not just every 4 years in November. A healthy democracy depends on engaged citizens, people who show up, pay attention, and take part before the final ballot is cast. But a lot of folks know this feeling. You reach a November general election and it seems like neither party is offering a real choice. It can feel frustrating, discouraging, or even pointless to vote when the decisions already seem made. So the good news is, the truth is actually these choices are made earlier, and that's where you come in. For the 2026 election, there's big news for El Paso County Democrats. If you're affiliated, you have real choices in 2 major races, and your vote will be decisive early in the process. We're calling it the Battle of Fives. There are 3 different Democrat candidates in the race for Colorado's Congressional District 5 and in the race for El Paso County Commissioner District 5, which includes me, yours truly. So that means 6 candidates, 2 races, and no outcome is predetermined. Here's why that matters. With you participating in the March Democratic Caucus and Assembly, you'll directly shape who appears on our June primary ballot and ultimately who goes on to fight for us in November 2026. So, if you've ever felt like your voice doesn't matter in politics, this is one of the clearest moments where it absolutely does. So, what exactly is Caucus and Assembly? The names can sound intimidating, but the process is pretty straightforward. Think of it as a 2-step system that allows affiliated voters to help decide who represents the Democratic Party on that primary ballot in June. So caucus is when Democrats will gather locally in our neighborhoods, will check in and participate and choose delegates. You can think of it as the pregame, when we hear from candidates or their supporters, and we select people to carry our community's voice forward by showing up later to participate in the assembly as what we call delegates. At the county assembly, these delegates come together to cast votes for the candidates they want to see on the primary ballot. This is where the party does its collective work, narrowing the field and ensuring the Democratic voters have meaningful, competitive choices in June, along with other important party business. So candidates who perform well at assembly earn a place on the primary ballot, which is mailed out beginning in late May. So, when you participate in our caucus, you're not just attending a meeting, you're helping decide who advances, who gets momentum, and who has a real chance to represent your values in November 2026. So, this is one of the most direct ways an everyday voter can influence an election without needing money, connections, or insider status. All it takes is showing up. And I really need you to show up for the Jax for EPCO campaign. So, if you're an affiliated Democrat in El Paso County, again, your participation this March truly matters. The Battle of Fives will be decided not by national headlines, but by neighbors who choose to engage. Democracy just doesn't happen only in November. It happens when we show up, together, and early. Visit the link in the description to find when and where you'll meet up for caucus. And if you learned something new from this video, put 5 on it. Jax for EPCO is a grassroots campaign supported by small donors, not wealthy interests. Donate at jax4elpasocounty.com.